Hey guys, welcome back to the Rockingchomestead. My name's Lance and welcome to our channel. I tell you, this week has been pretty interesting. Wednesday, I'm started walking out towards this chicken coop right back here. And it was really frosty that morning and the sun was coming up just like it is now. And I saw like steam or smoke rising up above it. And I was like, man, is that smoke or is that just steam rising up from the metal roof? Because we have a little metal roof right back here. And the closer I get, the more I realize it's smoke. And oh my gosh, I went into panic mode and fire mode. And I was able to put out the fire and nobody was hurt. None of our animals were hurt. But unfortunately for you guys, I got zero footage of it because I was just worried about the building and our animals. So that morning I was kind of walking up here and I saw some smoke kind of filtering through up here. I was like, what is going on? And the closer I got, the more I realized that inside that one door right in front of you, smoke was bellowing out of it. And it was pretty scary. When I came out here, when I opened this door up, all I could see in here was just smoke. It was thick. Couldn't really see past 6 inches, and all I could see was the bedding down here on the floor. It was just black and kind of smoldering, and you can see if I can get a close-up of it, that lamp fell, and yes, we had a heat lamp on, and it fell and it was still on, and it fell right there. Was a piece of plastic and bedding right there on the corner there, and it fell and it was still on, and it was just smoldering. And actually by the time I got out here, this full section that's been kind of pulled back, it was completely dark, black, smoldering, and it was working its way around this side and up underneath this little section here. So yeah, it was pretty scary to think that we were within minutes, I think, of losing the chicken coop. And you can see where the wood's been scarred. And what happened is we had a little heat lamp, and it was attached right there. As you can tell, it's still attached, and it attached really well. But it came off this little nub. It just fell right off and fell straight down there, still on, and about burned down the place. Scary. So here's what's left of the heat lamp. As you can see, it's pretty smoked up. Of course, the bulb broke, but you can see some of the bedding that was on there. I'm just saying, these are dangerous. They should not be used inside of a coop. The good thing is I was able to get it put out, and nobody was hurt, none of the animals were hurt. A little smoky smelling still in here, but it's not too bad. Probably going to kills that smoked area once it gets cool enough, or once it gets warm enough to actually to be able to paint, just to kind of seal that up and make sure that maybe lessen up the smoke smellings here. So, I came out to do the chickens probably a little later than I normally would, probably around 8 o'clock. I normally do around 6:37. So it makes me wonder if, number one, if I would have even unplugged that earlier in the morning since it was still kind of cool. And if I would have unplugged it, I would have came out here. And probably by the time I realized there was actually smoke, it would definitely not have, I don't think the building would have survived. We feel blessed that, nothing really bad happened. As a lesson learned for us, we had actually, Marcy and I had actually talked several times about getting different lights. I know Premier One makes a light that's supposed to be a little bit safer from what all we hear. Definitely going to invest in those going forward. But it's one of those things where we've seen everybody's saying that, hey, these are dangerous. They're this could happen. This could happen. We haven't had any of those things ever happen to us in the year and a half that we've had chickens. Just never had them. But definitely just want to give a warning out there to everybody. You know, if you are using those, make sure that you're double checking those at that little connection point, because that's the failure point. Like you said, I mean, like you've seen, where I have it connected, it's solid. It'll probably be there for years if I don't remove it. But you know, I think for now, that's just a good reminder of how dangerous heating lamps or heating sources are, especially in an animal and bedding filled environment where, hey, it can happen at any moment, at any time. Well, guys, I did want to give you a couple updates. Number one, we did get all of the fencing put up around the new goat paddock area. That's completely finished up now. The second update on those is we are not going to go pick them up this week. I don't know if you guys follow Kevin and Sarah over at Living Traditions Homestead, but if you do, you know Kevin had surgery last week or this week, and he's still recovering, so we're going to push it back 1 week, give them time to recover and do all those kind of things. And I think it's kind of helping her out having the babies there to kind of do some milk share, so she's not having to milk as much and do everything else. So there's the fence and the gate. Everything is up, ready for those guys. So next Sunday we'll head out, pick them up on Monday, and then bring them back and start having a couple new little babies around. Well, folks, thanks for coming back, watching our video. If you made it this far, thank you very much. Hey, give us a big thumbs up if you haven't already. And if you haven't subscribed, hey, click that subscribe button, kick that notification bell. We'd love to see you come back over for the next video. YouTube doesn't always actually notify everybody unless you have that notification bell clicked, so please do that. And again, thanks for coming over, and we'll catch you on the next one.